everybody, welcome back to British Stand. A panicked Keir Starmer has made a new immigration announcement, and as always, you don't really know where his train of thought lies. The Prime Minister, which is the footage we're going to be watching and reacting to a little bit later on, has stated that he believes in this wholeheartedly in stopping the immigration crisis within the United Kingdom. But my question is, does Keir Starmer actually believe in anything? I mean, he's voted against tougher immigration controls 15 times and was absent for 8 votes since 2021, backing stricter measures only once. He's also opposed making it easier to remove citizenship and tightening the asylum system. So what has changed? Well, I can see it really clearly now is that it's due to the local elections. He's in the United Kingdom and what the people want. Labour, of course, had their arse handed to them in the most recent local elections and started to try and panic and try and do something to save face and try and look like to try and save Labour into power. Now, the thing is with this, we're going to listen to what the Prime Minister has had to say with regard to it, but can you really trust this individual? I mean, there was a question and answering afterwards as well, and again, it just doesn't feel good, Labour government, and it just seems like another desperate attempt to try and save his own skin. But let's have a little listen to what he has said. But as always, guys, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and get involved in the live chat and taking your reaction a little bit later on. But let's have a watch of this.
Today, this Labour government is shutting down the lab. The experiment is over. We will deliver what you've asked for time and again, and we will take back control of our borders. And let me tell you why. Because I know, on a day like today, people who like politics will try to make this all about politics. About this or that strategy, targeting these voters, responding to that party. No. I'm doing this because it is right, because it is fair, and because it is what I believe in. Let me put it this way. Nations depend on rules, fair rules. Sometimes they're written down, often they're not. But either way, they give shape to our values, guide us towards our rights, of course, but also our responsibilities, the obligations we owe to each other. Now, in a diverse nation like ours, and I celebrate that, these rules become even more important. Without them, we risk becoming an island of strangers, not a nation that walks forward together. So when you have an immigration system that seems almost designed to permit abuse, that encourages some businesses to bring in lower paid workers rather than invest in our young people, or simply one that is sold by politicians to the British people on an entirely false premise, then you're not championing growth, you're not championing justice, or however else people defend the status quo. You're actually contributing to the forces that are slowly pulling our country apart. So yes, I believe in this. I believe we need to reduce immigration significantly. That's why some of the policies in this white paper go back nearly 3 years. Why I told the Labour Party conference, taking back control is a Labour argument. And why, most importantly of all, inward migration is already falling with this government. It's about fairness. And look, I mean, migration is part of Britain's national story. We talked last week about the great rebuilding of this country after the war. Migrants were part of that, and they make a massive contribution today. And you will never hear me denigrate that. But when people come to our country, they should also commit to integration, to learning our language. And our system should actively distinguish between those that do and those that don't. I think that's fair. Equally, Britain must compete for the best talent in the world, in science, in technology, in healthcare. You can't simply pull up a drawbridge, let nobody in, and think that's an economy that would work.
So he says he believes in it wholeheartedly. Again, I don't think so. It's a desperate plea, of course, to try and save the Labour Party after those local elections. This Labour government will not be able to tackle immigration. They will not. It's not going to happen. Again, illegal immigration is one thing, but migration is the other. And we've seen what they've done over the last 10 months. Absolutely nothing. Now, the question and answering was after this, of course. And again, this is where the cracks start to show. He says that we're not leaving the ECHR. That's not going to be a thing, apparently. But also stated that they're not going to be putting a hard target into place in terms of a cap of what we're going to be getting for migration. Let's have a little watch of this quickly, and you can see for yourself. And then I'm going to get into some reaction from Nigel Farage, and then we'll do a summary of all of the question and answer. There's no point going through everything. We'll just get to the point. But yeah, have a listen to this question here and Keir Starmer's answer following the speech.
Today, this Labour government...
Prime Minister, we've been here before, haven't we? There have been 3 immigration acts since 2014. The Immigration Act in 2014 and 2016 both aimed to reduce immigration. They both failed. Why on earth should GB News viewers think you're going to succeed? And why not give us a promise right now? Why give us a fixed target right now, not a promise, so we can judge you on success? The Tories at least did that, but they failed.
Well, look, the difference here, this is the most comprehensive plan that has been put forward. It's been forward to end the Tory sort of open borders experiment that we have had. You're right about that. And it looks at all routes and it's comprehensive. And it does the hard yards of linking skills and business to what we need to do with the economy. So it's not a narrow look just at the numbers. It puts them in their proper context. On the question, which we do want to significantly reduce migration, I'm absolutely making clear that's what it will do, and that if we need to go further, we will. So that's the promise I make to your viewers. I don't think it's sensible to put a hard-edged cap on it. That has been done in one form or another for the best part of 10 years by different prime ministers. The only thing that links those prime ministers and the various caps or quotas or limits they put in place is every single one of them failed. And therefore, going down the failed route is not a sensible way for me. As with everything that I do, serious, pragmatic, looking at the things that will actually make a material difference.
So refuses to commit to a hard target, but again, he doesn't refuse to commit to a hard target with anything else of his policies. So that's a bit BS. But let's not go through, and you don't want to hear Keir Starmer just talk for ages. It's just boring. I mean, again, let's just go through a summary of what has been said quickly. So essentially, this is the whole summary of what was said. Basically, unfettered immigration risks the UK becoming an island of strangers. Make no mistake, this plan means migration will fall. That's a promise. He adds it will fall significantly. He said, I'm shutting down the lab. The experiment is over, but the Tories' One Nation experiment open all borders. The White Paper will finally take back control of our borders. Immigration system is almost designed to permit abuse, and some sectors are addicted to cheap labour. When people come to this country, they should actively commit to integration and learning our language. And asked why he isn't setting a net migration target, he says he's going down the failed route is not a sensible choice for me. And then this bit here at the bottom rules out leaving the ECHR, saying he doesn't think it's necessary and will make it harder to strike border agreements on migration. Of course, this has got a lot of reaction. The internet's not buying it, but Nigel Farage has said, on the day of Keir Starmer's big fight back against Reform UK, 250 young men are already crossing the channel by 8 a.m. How many are Iranian terrorists? Now, this is all it means for me. I don't think Keir Starmer cares whatsoever about immigration simply because of the results. He sees he's losing massive amounts of ground. I mean, last week's local elections were disastrous for Labour, and we've seen it in the fallout this week. And again, Reform are seriously knocking on the door. We know that. And this is Keir Starmer's way of now pivoting and trying to appease other people, the voters that he lost. And again, mainly on the doors. I mean, he wasn't there, but I think everybody knows why people have changed over to Reform. I mean, there's more than that. I mean, Labour have got so much things wrong. Loads and loads of things wrong. But I think the consensus amongst people on doors, people on the ground, is that the British people are unhappy with the illegal immigration numbers that are coming in, but also the migration numbers as well. So he's obviously trying to use this as a next tactic to try and show that he's doing something. But under a Labour government, tackling migration and tackling illegal migration is never ever going to work. I mean, this is in the same week where we've just seen, of course, with regard to asylum hotels, with that Iranian guy who was arrested for terror offences or plotting to do a terrorist attack that's there. And I mean, Nigel Farage makes a really, really good point as well about the boats still coming across. So again, I don't believe any of it, but I do want to hear your thoughts in the live chat, guys. Let's get into the live chat and take some of your reaction from Keir Starmer and this Labour government's new migration policy. Philip Woolen says, words are cheap, deeds cost more. Very, very good point there. You've put it very, very well. I mean, Keir Starmer has spoken a lot since, prior to the election in the summer about things that they're going to do and things that they're not going to do. But the things that he said he was going to do and not going to do is he's always done the opposite. So now he's talking about migration and what he's going to do. It'll probably be another plan that just falls flat on its face. It's just to try and save face, in my personal opinion. I don't think they've really believe in this. I really do stand passionate on it, just by looking at his actions over the last couple of months, 10 months. Pepper says the public should be sending the boats back if he doesn't. I mean, it's funny, he didn't talk about illegal immigration, he was talking about more migration, right? But illegal immigration is something that Labour have not been able to sort out. They're so focused on smashing the gangs, which they're not smashing, that the boats are just coming over in massive amounts on the daily. I mean, you've seen Nigel Farage's tweet there about 250 man by 8 a.m. this morning. It's crazy, the numbers, of course. And we've been sharing lots of footage here on the channel over the last week of, asylum hotels, people being moved into HMOs in Bishop Auckland. It's just continuing and continuing. And Keir Starmer is certainly not going to be able to sort this out. Is there anyone that believes? Is there anyone that believes Keir Starmer? Is there anyone that believes Keir Starmer and his new migration policy? Josh Stump. No, I've just got a cold. AC, guys. AC. Air conditioning. I'm not Keir Starmer. I promise. Bobby Kelly says, maybe if he starts standing on his head and speaks, it would make more sense. No. Everybody's unanimous. John says no, 100% not. 100%. No, again, I see through it as well. Everybody sees through it. It's simply a reaction. He's panicking simply after the local elections. Again, he's terrified of reform at this moment in time, and the local election results show how much in danger this Labour Party are. It's no longer a far-right thing, immigration, is it? If you said this a couple of months ago, he would be, it's far-right, but he's actually started to see that it's the vast majority of the British public that don't want an open border policy within this country. Now he's like, I need to try and change it. But he's not going to be able to change it. It's not going to happen. We'll see. Again, everything that Keir Starmer has said is always turned out to be done the opposite. So we'll have to wait and see what actually happens on this. But again, I wouldn't hold your breath. I don't think anything's going to happen anytime soon. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We've got a lot of content coming here on for today. Maybe a bit more reaction with regard to this, and we'll keep an eye on what's happening with Keir Starmer's new immigration white paper and new plan. But yeah, trying to go live a little bit more as well. Sorry, I've been fairly busy. Do get the videos out on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, we'll try and go live a little bit more as well. But thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.